Welcome to Free and On the Road. Today we are going to make an Americano. Actually, we're going to make an Americano 4 different ways with the Breville Barista Express so you can decide what works best for you and what style works best for you. So, thank you so much for all your support. Please like, follow, share, and subscribe my videos. If you want to donate to the channel, the link below, buy me a coffee. All of those donations go directly back to the channel so we can keep growing and keep on brewing together. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I actually already have a coffee ready and tempered up. I already have my machine ready, so we're going to go ahead and pull our first shot for our first Americano. On the next ones, I will show you how I did all of this, but I already have this ready because I was making lots of coffee earlier. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start by making the Americano. Or making the shot of espresso. I'm going to start with a basic Americano. So basic Americano, I know a lot of people don't know exactly what it is, but all it is a double shot with 8 ounces of hot water. With the Breville Barista Express, it makes it super easy. All you have to do is pull your shot, and then it'll dispense the water for you. All right, so I'm just going to start by putting my portafilter in the machine. I have a scale here so I can measure out. I actually just have a regular mug that I put in there, put it right on my scale. I will clear out my scale, and then I'm going to start my shot. I always do my shots as a manual extraction, because then if I do a manual extraction, I can actually do the pre-extraction first. So for pre-extraction, I am going to press the double shot button and the time at the same time. I will pre-extract the shot for 7 seconds. And then I'll let it pull the shot. All right, so I have my perfect shot. It was actually 38 grams at 28 seconds. That was pretty good. All right, I am going to take my mug and I'm going to put it right underneath the hot water valve. All right, I'm going to turn the hot water valve. And it's going to pump the water directly into my cup. The really cool thing about the Breville Barista Express when you're making an Americano like this is that you don't even have to think about how long to keep it on. So all you have to do is turn it on and it will shut off at 8 ounces exactly for you. So we're going to let that run until it turns off. This is one of the easiest drinks that you can make in the morning if you want just a cup of like black coffee. This is one of the easiest drinks that you can make. Double shot of espresso with water. It tastes closest to drip coffee, but it's an Americano. It actually is one of my favorite go-to drinks. And that's it. Once the pump turns off, you just turn the valve. Otherwise, your machine will keep blinking. You have to remember that. Now you have a basic Americano. So good. All right, we're going to do 2 versions of an iced Americano so I can talk to you about the way it enhances the flavor. And then we're going to do one special hot Americano at the end. All right, so first, I'm going to clean out my portafilter and be right back. All right, for this week's episode, I'm super excited. The coffee company that we have that's actually helping or partnering with us is Epicurean Coffee. You can go to their website, epicureancoffee.net. Use the code ONTHEROAD30 and they will give you 30% off all of your coffee. So it's pretty amazing. They are a specialty grade coffee. That means their beans are within the 90%. It's like the best of the best beans. 90% of them are 100% good. They're hand-picked and roasted in small batch. So check them out. Use the code ONTHEROAD30. Back to it. Now we're going to go ahead and make our first iced Americano. I have my portafilter here. And this time I will actually walk you through on doing a shot because I don't have my portafilter already full. So whenever I'm doing a shot, if you've seen these videos before, I will try to kind of eliminate this as much as I can just so that we can get to the drink making. But for one drink, I'll show you exactly how to start it from start to finish. First, you're going to put your portafilter on your scale and you will zero your scale out. Then we'll grind our coffee right into the portafilter. I have my grind setting set, my burr inside burr grind set to 3. My outside for this roast is 7. I have my grind amount turned up 1, 2, 3 past the middle. If it's a lighter roast and you have to turn the grind to more fine, you do have to turn your grind amount up to get the right amount. That gave me 18.7 grams. Then we're going to take our little whiskey woo, whirly woo, whatever you want to call, and we're going to give it a good whisk. All that does is breaks up any chunks or clumps that may have happened when it was grinding. I have got a new tamper. So excited about this one. It's a weighted tamper, and it also has, it's spring loaded. So all you have to do is press down. It's even every time. So you just press it down. Self-leveling. So beautiful. I think every time I look at it, that is beautiful. I have a little filter screen that I put into it, and then we'll pull that shot. All right, so I got my portafilter, put it in the machine, put my glass on the scale, reset the scale, reset the time, put that into my machine, and we're gonna pull the same thing, a double shot. So we'll start with the pre-infusion. It was about 6 to 7 seconds, and you can hear it starting to pressurize up. That means it's ready to pull the shot. Now you can see the shot is pulling beautifully. All right, that was 37 grams at 26 seconds. It could have been a little bit, I mean, that was a touch slow, but it's not bad. All right, so I'm going to show you an iced Americano 2 different ways. If you don't have a shaker like this, you can actually just do an iced Americano in any glass. So for a basic iced Americano, I always start by filling a 16-ounce glass with 8 ounces of water, or halfway up. So that's halfway up. Then you will take your shot and pour it right into the water. By doing that, it doesn't shock your shot. It actually helps it. Yummy. It actually helps it so it's less bitter because we're actually cooling it down without shocking it and putting it on ice. Then all you do is you put ice over it. Boom, iced Americano. All right. Now I'm going to show you one other way to do an iced Americano if you have a shaker. Let me go ahead and get that shot pulled, and then I'll show you how to make that. All right, now that we have that shot, we're actually going to do this one as an iced shaken Americano. Now, the advantage to doing an iced shaken Americano is that it actually helps aerate it. It adds a nice foamy flavor to it, and I think it actually tastes a little bit sweeter than a regular Americano. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your glass that you're going to serve it in, about a 16-ounce glass, fill it with ice, halfway with water, pour it into your shaker. Take your double shot of espresso that you just took, pour it in to your ice and water, and then you're going to shake it. Chicken Americano time, chicken Americano time. That's my kids' favorite part. They make me sing every time I make it. So, I mean, if you're going to make a shaken Americano, you're going to have to sing. All right, once you got that shaken up, you just pop it open. I always have a hard time popping this one open. And then you'll say you have a beautiful frothy iced Americano. Oh, I didn't do enough water, guys. That's okay. You just add a little water now. But I want to show you, this was our first iced Americano. You see the color on it, and there's the second one where it's nice and aerated. First one's pretty tasty, has a sour tang. It's crazy how different it tastes. This doesn't have that same sour tang. It's really weird, actually. It's so weird to think that these espresso shots were pulled the same way, and the only thing that we did different was how we prepared the iced Americano. Anyway, there's 2 easy ways to make an iced Americano. Now I'm going to show you a fun way to make another Americano, which is a hot Americano. Let me just clean out my portafilter and I'll be right back. Always by the time I'm done doing one of these episodes, my counter is a disaster. All right, give my coffee a little whisk.
I can't love you the way he can. No, I'll always give it to him.
All right, so now I have a double shot of espresso, and I have my milk frother, and I put a little bit of ice in the bottom. You see that? We're going to pour about half of this espresso into our milk frother. Oops, and make a mess in the process. I mean, why not? Normally what I do when I do this one is I actually use my portafilter from my Breville Barista so that I can pull one into each cup, but I forgot to do that today, so that's why I'm doing it this way. All right, and then you're going to take your ice with your shot of one shot of espresso, right? Because that was a double shot, so 1 shot of espresso, and you're going to pour a little bit of water into it. It doesn't need much because I'm not doing it in a big cup. So I could have it in a clear cup. I'm only doing it in a 6-ounce cup. You're going to turn your steamer on as if you were going to steam milk, and then you're going to steam this just like you would milk, and it'll have a beautiful froth on the top. There is a name for this drink. I think it's called maybe an aerated Americano or something like that. I wouldn't order it at a coffee shop because I think if I was a barista, I'd be annoyed. But if you're doing it at home for something fun, it's something fun you can do. If it's on a menu, though, I mean, go right ahead. All right. So we're just going to steam this like we would our milk until the ice is melted and it's nice and hot. It gets nice and frothy and beautiful. And you'll see just like our iced shaken Americano, it'll have that nice, beautiful aerated froth. I actually think this tastes better than a standard Americano, which is really funny. But I just think it's because of the aeration. I think it adds a different layer of flavor in the coffee. All right, I got a beautiful froth on the top. And now I'm just going to get that heated all the way up. So you can see that beautiful froth that I have going. That's that. Maybe I put too much ice. So this hot Americano is obviously a little bit more work, but I mean, if you want to impress your friends or if you want to do something fun and different, I think it's an awesome little treat that you can make. All right, so now I'm just going to pour that beautiful frothed Americano or espresso into my other shot of espresso. And it's funny because I think I do more beautiful latte art on my Americanos than I do on lattes. But I just want to show you how beautiful this is. All right, so this is my, whatever you want to call it. I call it an aerated Americano. I don't know if that's right or wrong. But look at that beautiful froth. No dairy, and look at that amazing froth. I even made a latte art. Amazing. If you've been following my latte art journey, you know that I struggle with my latte art. So now we have a special aerated Americano. This might be one of my new go-to drinks. All right, I'm going to try. I have my regular Americano here that we just made. Let's taste them side by side. Man, that's pretty tasty. When you start with good coffee, guys, it's really hard to make bad coffee. All right. Honestly, they taste almost exactly the same. The only thing is that this has like a nice frothy cream at the top. But the flavor wise, I don't think that this changed the flavor per se, but it does change the experience. You know, when you drink a latte and you just get that like creamy stuff on top, that's what you have, like this nice creamy, crema-y, like yumminess on the top. So, I mean, if you're going to sit here and sip it, this would probably be the way to go. But if you're like me and you just want to make a quick coffee in the morning, there you go. Basic Americano. So if you have a Breville Barista Express and you've been dying to learn how to make a basic Americano, there you go. I gave you 4 ways to make an Americano. These are the 4 Americanos that are my go-to Americanos. Thank you for watching today. I hope that you learned something new or maybe just had fun hanging out. If you enjoyed the channel or you learned something today, or even if you didn't, please subscribe. I do appreciate all of the support that you guys have given me and helping me grow my channel. Just one quick little plug. I don't remember if I did this earlier, so if I did it twice, I'm sorry. But today's partner is Epicurean Coffee. You can go to their website, epicureancoffee.net. Use the code OnTheRoad30 and get 30% off your coffee order. Totally amazing deal. This is organic specialty coffee, so definitely check them out. I really appreciate their support. They've actually supported my channel and been part of the growth we've grown together for almost a year now. So thank you, Epicurean Coffee. I appreciate all your support. Anyway, please be sure to like, follow, share, subscribe on all the socials. I'm on Insta, YouTube, obviously, TikTok, and Facebook. So check me out and make sure you subscribe. And remember, keep on brewing.